Hi and welcome to Old School Blues Guitar. It is time for the chord of the month for July-August 2016. And the chord we're going to look at this time is the A7th shape, or the A7th chord. I'm going to show it to you and try to explain some different ways of using it and show you how to find it on the guitar fretboard and whatever else I can think of here in these few minutes. A7th, you make an A chord with your first finger, and you're going to cover the second, third, and fourth strings mainly, and then you're going to put your ring finger on the third fret of the first string. And that's your A7th. You've got an open fifth string, which is your bass if you need it. And that's a pretty easy chord shape. You hear it a lot. And I'll show you some examples here in a minute. Now, how do you find that shape? This is movable. So if we're playing in C, there's a C7th, D7th, E7th, G7th. We can move this up and down the fretboard. The rule I use to locate it, and maybe this is wacky, but this is how I learned it. Take your second position bar chord. So let's say we're playing in D. There's your second position bar chord. And that seventh is going to be at the top of that. So our second position bar chord, D, I've got first finger on the fifth fret, second finger, ring finger on the seventh fret. So to make the A7th, I'm going to go at the seventh fret, because that is a D, and then just put my ring finger on the first string, which this time would be at the 8th fret. So here is a C chord, second position bar chord C, so there's my 7th. Here's an E, there's my E7th. Here's an F, there's my F7th. And when you play enough and do this enough, you just know where it's at. So this is a chord that is used quite a bit. An example, you can use chords, of course, for backing, when you're singing or behind someone who's singing or harmonica or whatever. And in the 50s, there was a song called Feeling Good by Junior Parker and the Blue Flames. I did a lesson on this song, and this is all in there, but just in case you haven't seen that, he does the solo at the beginning. It's in the key of A, and he's doing this. That's over the 1. When he goes to the 4, he's just going to play these 7th chords. So this would be a D7th, since if you're playing an A, your 4th chord is a D. Then when he goes to the 5, which is an E, he plays. And then back into the tune. Like that. But listen to the solo to that song and you'll hear him use those 7th chords. There's a guy named Arthur Crudup. If you ever heard Elvis's That's All Right Mama, that was a Arthur Crudup song. And if you listen to the original version, he uses these. He uses these 7th chords as well. Another place to hear it is like in a Muddy Waters type tune. And if Muddy was playing an E or an F with a capo, he'd play something like this. He does that shift, he's going to the 4 chord, the 7th. So here's an E, that's an E7th with a D7 shape. And there's the A7. And he goes back to that, the E. So there's a couple examples of using that. Eddie Taylor, I've done some lessons on Eddie Taylor. He would often use this long A shape and then move it down to the A7th in the tune before going to the 4 chord. So he's playing the 1. He might play something like this. Playing second guitar or playing chords or doing fills behind someone playing a shuffle, you can throw in these long A's into the 7th. And A is is the easiest chord to do that. You listen to acoustic playing. Robert Johnson, guys like that, you'll hear this. You'll hear him use that shape a lot. Big Bill Bruns, you'll hear him use that shape quite a bit. So an A7th, whether you're playing electric blues guitar or acoustic country blues, the A7th is a very important chord to learn and to have in your vocabulary. Hope you enjoyed this lesson. If you have any chord requests or like heard a song and there's a chord in it and you're not sure what it is, let me know. I'll figure it out and I'll put it on here for you. This section of my website is designed to be a reference where you can go and learn some new chords, or if you're just getting started playing this kind of music, learn the chords that you're going to need. I try to teach the chords in the lessons as well, but I put them here just in case you want to find everything in the same place. I'll be back again in a couple months with my next series of lessons, and in that series I'll include another classic or important electric or acoustic blues chord. I'll see you then.